Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Good Kids. This is a 2016 film. It is rated R. It runs about an hour and a half, and it stars Nicholas Braun, Zoe Douche, and Mateo Arias? I'll try that. Description is real short. Four high school students look to redefine themselves after graduation. Like we haven't heard that before. Bleh. This is Good Kids. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. If you would like to reconnect in a different way, I don't know why I said reconnect. If you would like to connect with me on Facebook, I do have a page up and running called Danny's Movies and Music, and I have a lot of bonus content on there. So if you're interested in that, that'd be great. Hope everybody's staying healthy, and I really do appreciate you setting some time aside to watch my video. This is a later, kind of an older movie, and don't know how many people have heard about it. Probably not that many. It's very typical. It's very cliche. It's very stupid. It's tries to be funny because it's supposed to be funny. It's from the makers of American Pie. It's very much an American Pie kind of movie. It's very bold. It's very, I don't know. It tries to be authentic, but it's just not. Like, it's like so many other movies I've seen. It's just kind of sickening, you know? I don't know if I would have seen this back in 2016 and then I would have seen movies of today, you know, like how my reaction would have been. But there have just been so many movies like this. You know, they're like every couple months. It feels like we have another kids trying to live out their lives because they had a disappointing high school experience, and I've seen so many out of them. So I've probably seen every single one like that. But I finally haven't seen this, so I finally did see this. I tell you. So movies like this are really interesting for the most part because kids are missing out on their high school experience. They do want to go to parties after their senior year, after the graduation, before they go to college. They want to get experiences and stuff. But like everything in this movie, they're narrating like, okay, what do you want to do? And then they go do that. And then, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, let's do that. Oh, they call out this guy for being catfish, but then of course he isn't catfish. And the girl is real. Just nothing is surprising. Like I've seen it all. And there's one thing, maybe two, that are in this movie that are really authentic to this movie. And I won't give them away, but I will say one is sort of like the apple pie in American Pie. And the other thing is that one guy wants sex and another character gets a lot more sex than him. So that's what you have going for you, plus nudity and drugs and all this other stuff. So if you want to see a movie like this, fun, I can suggest it to you. But like I think we've had enough of these kind of movies. I don't think we need them all the time. But back in 2016, it was probably a big deal. Um, Trump was just becoming president, and people needed maybe some more entertainment. They maybe needed to make the high school experience seem really cool. I don't know, but this kind of a movie. The other thing I really wanted to say was about our main character, because a lot of the side characters, they're younger. Maybe we haven't heard of them. We don't know who they are. We don't really care. They're in the movie, they do their job, they're part of the party, they're part of a friendship, whatever, they're fine. But our main character, like, I know he's done other things, especially since 2016. He's maybe had two bigger movies that he's been a part of. Even back then, he didn't really feel like a high school student. And I think after this movie, he still played high school students a couple more times. So the only thing I can say about him is how many movies is he going to be in where the only thing people can really joke about is him being really tall. Like, that is kind of sad that they had to resort to those jokes in this movie because, yeah, he's tall. We get it. but do you have to bring up the elephant in the room? Is that the only joke you can make? And then the other stuff that he has going on, you know, since he is so tall, he is so distinguished, he is really good at a sport, like, why would he think that he doesn't fit in with things? I don't get it. So I don't really buy his performance in this. I think he's done better in other movies where he's just the tall guy and he kind of fits in with his role. But this one, I think he was pushing a little bit too hard, and maybe it was one of his first kind of big roles. You know, maybe everything after this kind of was what really cemented him, and that's why I know who he is. So I have a mixed feelings about this movie. Obviously, it's very cliche and predictable and everything else. Not really that funny. It's more just their experiences, and then it gets kind of stupid towards the end. They have some really dumb things happen, and not common sense wise, not comedy wise. It just does not make sense. And so I'm not sure why they have a couple things in here. I don't really appreciate how they handled things. The interactions were kind of awkward. Like I said, I think maybe this is, I think it was, what did I say his name was? Ryan Braun or something like that, the main character that's tall. Maybe this was one of his first movies. And so maybe it was just kind of a throw together, trying to be like American Pie that, that just didn't work out. So I don't feel bad giving this movie a C minus. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I did laugh sometimes. I did enjoy some of the, the kind of sexual scenes and stuff. But it's not the worst movie ever, but it just does not stack up to movies in this category. It didn't make me laugh hardly at all. And it wasn't that interesting, but it was its own idea. But I'm just so tired of the storyline of high schoolers getting in one last summer. So a C minus for Good Kids, which I don't know why they called it that. And thank you guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.